What's good, me boys? Appreciate you grilling and chilling with the boys and clicking this video. But if all the fights on this card, I might be most stoked for Beneil Dariush versus Diego Ferreira. It's a sweet rematch. Both these dudes coming in on 6-fight win streaks, and these guys actually met back in 2014 with Beneil Dariush getting the jump over Ferreira. And it's very interesting to track the career as after that fight, Ferreira loses to Dustin Poirier, and since then has rifled off 6 amazing wins. So, and that was back in 2015 when he fought Dustin. So we can see the talent, and even though he's 36, we can see Diego Ferreira really peaking right now late in his career. But taking on Beneil Dariush, we know all about the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but the thing that just surprised me the most about Beneil Dariush is his power. Like, the dude has absolute power, and it reminded me, I was watching James Vick fight over the weekend, and you thought James Vick might right the ship in a new organization, but same as always, James Vick got knocked out again as a favorite, which was just tough to watch. It's tough to watch the thumb continues to get knocked out like that. But a lot of people think that Justin Gaethje was the one that sort of stole the chin or stole the soul essentially from James Vick. But if you look at James Vick's career, the first time he got knocked out and the first loss of his career was getting knocked out cold in the first round by Beneil Dariush. And it was in that moment for me when you just realized that Dariush has some legitimate power. And since that KO over the thumb, he's picked up more knockout finishes coming off back-to-back ones. So what are your thoughts on this one? It's a straight-up pick 'em. Pretty torn myself. Both these dudes are absolute studs. What do you think?
Yeah, no, this fight is amazing. Just because this is kind of a redemption fight for Diego.
Sure.
He did lose years ago to good old Benny. And I think Benny's gonna take it though. I think Dariush is on a whole level. He has a lot more power, and I think he's gonna get it done submission or a knockout. And I think it'll be in the first or second round. I think this is the guy that Ben Askren aspires to be. That's why he likes the Benny name. You know.
It's very interesting. You mentioned ass cream because if you look at these two guys, they're very similar in their physical stature, and you say this is everything Askren wanted to be just at 55. It's very interesting to make that visual comparison because Beneil Dariush, unassuming, but will come in there and absolutely beat you down in many different ways. So again, he's coming off that fat win streak. What are the Tapology numbers suggesting? Because I was scoping those out, and I thought the numbers were pretty interesting with 66% going with Dariush and 34% going with Ferreira, because Ferreira's no joke, and he's a dude you don't want to underestimate in any fight. So do you feel like Tapology is sleeping a little bit on Ferreira, or do you really think that Dariush is going to make this look easy like he's been doing?
Honestly, I'm right there at Tapology, and I think the fans they're bullish with me on this one. And I think the odds makers they're being a little more optimistic about it by saying these are both killers, but I think they might even be sleeping on Dariush. So this is a I would say a pretty easy win for Dariush, and that's why I'm kind of mind blown how even the odds are.
I'm curious to see what sort of responses we're going to get with the easy win for Dariush over a guy like Fajeda, because Fajeda is no joke. But I'm with you again. I'm going with Benny. I just think Dariush is going to find a way to get it done. He's going to be just as well-rounded, but I just think a little bit sharper all around than his opponent in this one. Do you see him getting a finish?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think he's getting to finish first round, maybe early second. Because is a tough dude, but I think first round. I'm pretty confident on that one.
Fascinating stuff. I'm with you, Dariush. I think he's going to find a way to get done by submission. And I know that might sound crazy because obviously Fajeda's no joke, but I just think that it's going to hit the mat eventually, and Dariush is going to get clever, creative, and make a statement on the ground. So that's my prediction. Win for sure, though, and at pick'em value, Dariush is some juicy stakes. So we're both going with Beneil Dariush. Appreciate you grilling, Sean.
Yo.